So we're riding along, man. You know, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, there's a couple things that I noticed about the truck. I mean, it is a 2001. Number one, my air horns don't work. Uh, you know, the door is supposed to be a quiet ride, but it sounds like the freight shaker in this baby because the door over there is just a gyrate. It's gyrate more than a stripper at the strip club, bro. You know what I mean? So it sound like I'm in a, I'm yelling and stuff. I know, man, I'm all in y'all yelling. My bad. But here, anybody know about Freightliners, you know that's the freight shaker right there. I got the freight shakes. But, you know, man, and the air horn don't work. Yeah. Hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. People have been telling me like when I'm on the phone, you can't hear the background, so I don't know, but the ride is good. I mean, I guess besides that, but my side is quiet, and obviously the door handle, man. So I'm gonna try to find a wood grain door handle. I'm gonna go on and get that fixed now, but definitely that door, man. I'll probably fix it. I just don't like riding like that, man. But you know, it is what it is. But that door, that's gonna bother the hell out of me. They said they just did an oil change on it, so after 12,000 miles on her, I'm gonna go ahead and pull an oil sample. It's cheaper to do that because you want to check your bearings, man. And you know, you don't want to have to spend 6-7 hours, you know what I'm saying, for a job that you could just pay like $75 to check the oil samples and see if you got any shavings or metal in your oil. So, but other than that, man, I'm out here riding, bro, stretched out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, I can do this, but I'm definitely gonna put my floor plate, or I'm gonna buy a floor plate to give me some more room on the slide back side, and then I'm gonna put my other seats in here or buy some better seats. These are very, very basic. These are basic seats, but all in all, bro, I'm happy, man. I'm about to get a bed, put it back here. There's some other little cosmetic stuff with the interior, man, but it's a work in progress, man. It's a work in progress. Aren't we all? All right, man. Mr. 18 toes down. Stay up. All right, so before we get to the next clip, let me say that this is when disaster strikes. Okay, disaster is about to strike. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clip. It's just audio. I mean, you're not really seeing anything, but just listen and tell me if you can tell what happened. But again, this was the ups and downs of it all. This was definitely a down point. This was a a bad one. Check it out. Yeah. Yeah, so
disaster struck. Um, Man, well, what had happened? The engine threw a rod through the block. The piston was pretty much hanging outside of the block. So basically, I pulled off the lot and did a quick video, as you guys saw. After the video, like immediately after I got out of that video that I recorded for YouTube, started noticing the truck running a little rough. Not rough. It was louder than what I was normally used to, but the whole time I felt it was a little louder than the Detroit. The Detroit is whiny like the turbo, at least the 60 series. This wasn't like that. It was a lot more aggressive. So I really wasn't bugging. But after I got off from that YouTube video that you guys just saw prior to throwing a ride through the block, it was starting to run a little rough. Um, I pulled over, looked under the hood, and saw no smoke. Uh, it actually had stopped, and there was nothing, no signs of any malfunction. I continued to ride. The knock got louder, and as you can hear, it went kaplunk. Uh, so, right at around the time that you guys are hearing that probably 1 minute of a video, I was on I-80 and I was trying to find somewhere to pull over because at this time I had already called back to the dealership and told them, look, bro, this engine is knocking. I think I need to be pulling over and getting this back to your shop. He wanted to get some audio, and basically that's what you guys hear there. So we got back to the shop. They paid for the tow. Now, mind you, this was an as-is deal, so they could have told me, screw you, we'll holler at you. Good luck. But, they paid for the tow. The tow was like $700. They paid for that, and as of right now, they're saying that they're going to pay half on the parts, and they will do the labor. I'm in a bad situation with this truck. Thank God I have another one. I can go make some money. But you know, this is my dream truck, man. I love the 379P, and I like the K Whopper too, man. But I just like the Pete just a little bit more, but just a little bit. So the only option that they're pretty much giving me is again to pay half for for the parts, and they're willing to pay all for labor, take care of labor. Looks like it's going to need a small block, so instead of the long. Although I'd rather get the long block and get everything versus trying to pair it with, you know, new stuff with old. Because I don't want this to happen again. So, you know, from what they're saying, it's going to need that. So basically, I'm going to be out of anywhere between 6 and maybe 10 grand. because that small block without having a solid core is going to run you about 20 bands. All right. Lesson to myself: do not ever buy any vehicle sight unseen. I had good luck with my Freightliner. Damn good luck. But not so with this. Um, Looking at the cup half full versus empty, I do have my dream truck. It's just going to need some repairs already. Um, if I could do this all over again, I would have, first of all, came to see it because there were several things that I could have either negotiated the rate down on or had them fixed before buying. Uh, the keyhole on the driver's side had a key stuck in it. Um, the so I couldn't lock my passenger driver's side door. The passenger door, I couldn't stick the key in there for whatever reason. Um, so that needed to be done. The air horns did not work. Uh, it needed tires. It needs tires. Um, and there was few things inside the handle that you probably saw in the video. Some stuff in the back. The cosmetic things I'm not really too concerned about. The door, the passenger door, rattled. It could be just as simple as it's easy fix, easy fix. None of this stuff was major outside of that that engine. So that would definitely not happen again. I'm never gonna buy a vehicle sight unseen again, and I would probably take it on a very extensive run, not this little down the street and around the corner or go up one exit and come back. I want to ride it about 30 to 40 minutes out, 30 to 40 minutes back on a good hour and a half run on the freeway in city, stop and go. Would love to get it behind a load. So I may even, with my next truck, bring my trailer at least with my other truck and maybe have somebody ready to take it back, or all right, I looked at it, it's good, I'll catch you next week or whatever when I'm ready to come back and get it. So I can hook up to my trailer and pull it down the road and see how it does. Um, so this wouldn't happen again to me. I hope not. And then also a friend of mine told me if you really like it and you spending that kind of bread, why not spend another 500 to 600 and have it ran on a dyno? Really see what it's working with. Don't know if the dealership will be willing to do that, but again, man, these are the breaks, man. This is these are the kind of stuff that happens, the breaks and the breakdowns that happens as an owner operator. I mean, stuff happens, and it happened to me. A lot of this I could have prevented, um, but yeah, here we are. So there probably will be a part 3, 4, because this is not over with. At this point right now, we're just waiting on, well, I'm waiting on them to come back and give me word on a price that they're able to get on the small block, and how soon can y'all have this put in there so I can get this truck on the road. So hey, I'm not one of these guys that's just going, everything is peaches and cream. As you can see in the beginning, I'm playing the music on purpose, like the corny ass music, because disaster struck. Um, I'm still giddy, man. I'm still good, you know. Um, I stayed through the whole thing. I stayed composed, um, not cussing the dudes out and all of that. I'm just like, hey, let's get this together, man. Hey, because at the end of the day, I am kind of at their mercy. You know what I mean? Because I signed something as is, so it is what it is in that case. All right. This little segment is about 10 minutes here. I've been talking. I'm about to take my ass to sleep because I got a plane to catch back in the morning to get back home to my family. I'll holler at y'all. Be good, be safe, and measure twice and cut once. I'm out of here.